So this is going to be an all-round mobility warm-up for weightlifters. Obviously the main area we're looking at is the hips, but the rest of it will come into it as we go along. So first of all, we're starting in a lunge with our knee on the floor. So we reach forward, we open up that hip. If you want to take it a bit further, you can tense your bum, contract the hamstring here by pulling the heel back, and really thrust that hip forward. Take the thumbs and really open up the shoulders at the same time. So, to make a bit of movement in there, we're going to go back and forth, moving into it and breathing as we go. Do that 10 times. Then, we're going to move into a bit more of an inner groin stretch. So we're going to take our hand on the inside of that front leg, and we're going to reach up and stack our arms on top of each other, and we come back down. It's going to open up that mid-back and the groin. So do that 10 times. Once we've done that, we take the opposite hand down, and we're going to bring our elbow down to the floor, and we can flare this knee out, down to the floor and up to the ceiling. 10 times. Once we've done that, we're going to then fold the foot onto its side. Now it's important, it's not pigeon pose. We're actually just trying to get the side of the foot and the middle of your chest, your sternum, above that foot. My knee is flared to the side and I'm pushing down towards that knee, and I feel that stretch in the side of the hip. Once you're here, we're going to twist there to the left and twist to the right, and we're just going to try and move into those little corners of the joint that may be a bit stiff, a bit rusty. Try and get a bit of movement in there. Then we can drop to pigeon pose. We should feel the stretch travel a little less more into the glute and the side of the hip rather than the actual joint itself. And we're going to move back and forth. Again, feeling that stretch. If you need to adjust the foot to find your way into a comfortable position, feel free. We just want to make sure that we're not actually feeling the pain in the front, in this little impingement point here. Try and avoid that. Once we've done that, we come back to that lunge, and we're going to move our knee forward, and we're going to do 3 twists to the right and 3 twists to the left. Trying to push into the front of that ankle as we do it. Then we're going to do a hamstring stretch, so hands on either side of the foot, and we're going to push up 10 times. We feel that stretch in that hamstring. Don't have to go too deep, just try and loosen it off. We repeat the whole thing on the other side, okay? Once you've done that, you're going to then move into what we call the frog stance. So we're going to place our knees. The easiest one is obviously feet on the inside of your knees, and you can just move yourself back and forward. So I'll show you from the side here. So you're just going to move back and forward. It's never a suitable time in the gym to do this, but people are going to laugh at you, but they won't laugh at your flexibility. So, as you want to make this harder, you move your feet to the outside of your knees, and then you progress and try and move those hips back. You should feel the stretch around the groin. So, hips warmed up. Now we want to work a little bit on the calves and a little bit of the mid-back. So we're going to do downward dog, but more dynamically. So we're going to go up to the position, pushing our heels down and trying to push our head through our arms, not round in the back. Placing the heels as low as you can to feel that stretch and come back down. We push up, we come back down. 10 times. If you feel one ankle is pretty tight, I would stay there and bend it and straighten and bend and straighten. And just try and work your way into that joint and stretch out. After you've done that, we're then going to move into standing position. So we have our legs nice and wide. We're going to reach forward, and with our left arm, we feed through the armpit up to the ceiling. Feed through the armpit up to the ceiling. Just to get a bit more movement in that mid-back. Again, 10 on each side. Voila. Now to open up the hips, we start with the wide stance of squat. Squat as low as you can. Loads of you can squat lower than me, so don't pretend. Feel that awkward stretch here. 10 of those. Keeping the chest up, feet flat. Then we turn our toes in, still quite wide, and we try and go down 10 more times. And you should feel a nice gnarly stretch in the IT band and the side of the hips.